Welcome back to Walsall Fan TV. The joy, the pain. Right then. So, this has got a bit of a end of season feel to it. So, we got some chat points. We're going to discuss Brian Dutton and what we think about him going forward. And then, obviously, the big news is the Super League. Not sure if you saw the big debate that I was invited on the Wolves Fan TV channel, Dazzling Dave's channel. There was an interesting chat. If anybody caught that, we'll cover that. But let's just look at the team. Walsall. Cameron Norman comes in for Tyree Wright. Tyree Wright was sort of going through the motions a little bit, sort of doing his best not to get injured, I think. Not really sort of giving the effort required at this level. But both teams not much to play for. I see this as a chance for Brian Dutton to show that he can motivate a team when there's not much on, which is the thing. Early callers, we got Essington Canal Enthusiast. Thanks for joining us. Carl Hardbridge. Anthony Sanders, I think you're new to the channel. Glad to have you with us. Right Poser, says Carl Hardbridge. He's who's that player that played for Man United, the former Villa player? He used to sort of play for the match of the day highlights, I think. I can't remember his name now. What am I? Losing my memory, I think. What's his name? That winger? Never mind. It'll come to me in a minute. Right then. We got Jack Rose in goal again, so hopefully we don't have too many shots at us. Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon done well then. He's won us a throw-in on the right-hand side. And guess what? Cameron Norman's in the team, so we've got long throw opportunity. Is he going to take it? It looks that way, looking to launch it into the middle. Launch it into the box. Foot's over the line again, not that anybody bothers. Oh! That was a close one there. Just the defender just managed to head it up to the keeper. Could have been anybody there. So it'll be interesting to see how much Salford are up for this. Good foot in there from Sam Perry. Really pleased with how he's done since coming into the team. Jack Rose, his ball control didn't do him so good there. He's hoofed it out of play. Salford, they're about 11th in the table, I think, so they're not expected to make playoffs. So it is sort of one of those relaxing games where we might see a little bit of style switched on. That would be nice. I think we've got David Kelly on. So it's good to have him with us. It'd be nice if he came in next season as a sort of a coach for the strikers. I think an attacking coach could do with, I think, since Marcus Stewart went to spend more time with the family, whatever they call it. And some say they prefer Rose because his kicking is better. Yeah. Well, all right, Tommy, glad to join us. Stephen's on banding night tonight, so he's not going to be with us. So I'll have no yellow cards. I've decided for next season I want to have a yellow card, red card system for Stephen if he's getting out of order and getting a bit too mouthy. But I've had a chat with him. As the station grows, it is a family channel, so we don't really want language on the channel. Don Goodman, attacking coach. Don Goodman, I just loved him. He was one of those players who played for the joy of the game, and you can tell you can tell some players are playing for the money and always looking for the money. Tyreek Wright, he's one of them. But Don Goodman, he was playing just for the pure joy of it. Cameron Norman as well. Look at him when he plays. He just loves the game. And I'd say the same for Joshy as well. So Walsall trying to get the ball down a bit. It's back with their keeper for a minute. Their centre half looks like he's got a mask on, but I think it's a full beard. What Walsall have done well recently is that attacking pressing as a team. So let's see whether we can maintain that. Would be great, an excuse to get the big fuzzy wig back on. Yeah. He'd probably still do a job for us up front, he would. He must be about 50, 60 now. But I mean, what's roast? Oh, the ball's gone through there, and Sadler has done quite well. Sadler's done quite well, expecting Rose to come out and claim it, and Rose is sort of frozen to his line, leaving Sadler to deal with it on his 6-yard box. So that was danger zone from Salford. No shots on target or anything yet, but we are only in 5 minutes. Matty Fryatt attacking coach again. Matty Fryatt, he's sort of been around a bit, hasn't he? I think any of those three, Kelly, Fryatt or Don Goodman. I think Don Goodman, perhaps, for me, has had the biggest, the most success in the game, I think. Think about Goodman was not only the position in the box, always looked dangerous. Absolutely. Oh, chance here for Salford. Salford win the corner. That was Cameron Norman came back to help clear. That was a strange one there. The ball cleared. Good to have everybody with us. If you haven't subscribed for the joy and the pain yet, just press that button. Right then, corner for Salford, 6.5 minutes. Heads up. Keeper's claimed it. The whistle already blown for an infringement. Yeah, Don Goodman. Yeah, it was great to watch, wasn't he? And a gent, of course, says Carl Harbridge. Interesting to see what Walsall are doing with this. They tried the back three before, and it wasn't working, but he's gone with it again. Kinsella did well to win the fell then in the middle of the pitch. He managed to get himself in front, get himself between their player and the ball, and got just a nudge. I think it was fell. Hayden White. Norman. Oh, ball almost through to Lavery. I think Lavery's there. Come on, Joshy, have a shot. Oh, shot on target. We need to back Brian with a proper assistant, says Carl. I'm not so sure. I think that was a good effort from Josh then. Was angling into the bottom corner, but keeper did well. It's quite an achievement to be loved by every set of fans in the Black Country when you've switched between the teams. Yeah, well, that says a lot about him, doesn't it? So Brian Dutton, should he be given the chance to carry on managing Walsall? Carl's saying he needs a proper assistant. I mean, who, with a history in the game, that's going to be a valid assistant is going to want to be assistant to Brian Dutton. It's like Gary Neville getting a manager's job and saying to Jose Mourinho, will you come and be my assistant? And he's likely to say, go get lost. And I think that's the problem. We're trying to get a solid assistant for Brian Dutton. You're only likely to get, that's a foul, Kinsella. He just pushed the guy over and got away with it. How's he managed that? Definitely a push. Al-Sadibi, he's doing plenty of running around, not had much of the ball yet. Oh, good ball there. One again, Norman wins us the ball back. Nice bit of composure. Oh, it's quite a tight game, really, considering there's not much on it. John Miller's in the house. Come on, the Super Saddlers. Overhit the pass. It's gone out for a throw into Walsall. The guy's holding on to the ball, sort of trying to hold up play a little bit. Not Hurst. No, not Hurst, thanks. We might get Jan Sorensen back as his assistant. What do you reckon? The only other potential for an assistant would be a player who's got no managerial experience, which is not really the kind of assistant he wants. He wants somebody with managerial support, perhaps. Al-Sadibi doing well there. It's good ball in. Perry, come on, get that ball. Oh, he's come back to him again. Oh, Al-Sadibi, what's he doing? He's coming inside, played the ball back. It's not a very good pass. But it was Walsall still on the ball. Great bit of play there from Walsall, passing it around well, probing. Just didn't quite pull off for us. Hi, Steve. Thanks for joining us. Jeff, yes. Jeff Hurst. Put Dutton back as coach and perhaps have Mark Cooper, who got the sack from Forest Green. Yeah, Mark Cooper, he's got a good pedigree as a manager. Brian Dutton, for me, hasn't got the experience to lead a team for the season. Because if you bring new players in, they've got to respect the manager for what the manager's achieved. Well, Brian Dutton didn't do anything as a player. And then, obviously, as a new coach, he's not done anything as a coach either. So, like, where's that respect come from to build? You can talk a good game, but it's what you achieve or what you've achieved in the game that sort of that gets you the plaudits. Hutchins, he worked well as an assistant to Paul Jewell. Chris Hutchins, yeah. But again, Chris Hutchins, the knowledge and experience he's got, is he going to play second fiddle to Brian Dutton? In some ways, the only guy, Dean Smith had no experience. Yes, you want to hang on 1 second. Oh, headed wide, had a good chance for Salford then. Dean Smith had no experience. Carl, that's not correct. Dean Smith had been assistant to Ling at Swindon. He'd been under some good managers. He had a lot of coaching experience from being alongside good quality managers. And all Brian Dutton's got is he's been an assistant to Darryl Clark. So that's hardly the grounding of the likes of Martin Ling. So I would say Dean Smith was more experienced. Richard O'Kelly, man with Smith, yeah. Richard O'Kelly, he's again, he's a good assistant, Richard O'Kelly, but I mean, he'd be more likely to get a manager's job for Walsall than Brian Dutton would, because he's got a good CV of what he's been involved with. Brian Dutton's only been with Darryl Clark for a little bit, and essentially played non-league. Walsall had that chance with Josh Gordon, but the best moments at the moment are coming from Salford. You didn't really take that suggestion seriously, did you? Which one was that? Hutchins. Yeah, no, we wouldn't want him back. But I mean, I'll get you. It wasn't a serious suggestion, but I mean, he wouldn't want to be assistant to Brian Dutton. And that's the problem. Brian Dutton needs an experienced assistant, but he's not going to get one. The only guy that's going to come as his assistant is a manager that's out of work who's looking for a job, which we know what that means. Get Brian Dutton the sack and get the job at Walsall. That's all right, lads. Says Paul Yates. Good to have you with us. Mark Bonner at Cambridge is a good example. Don't know much about him, but Cambridge have been doing well, haven't they? Ball. I like the way Walsall are playing today. We've sort of Walsall are playing with a bit more commitment. The Colchester game, I think they were just out battled. It was a case of who wanted it the most, and it was definitely Colchester. John Miller's with us. I think Dutton will go, but I think Dutton will go, but I think he's not the man for the job to take the team forward. I think he's done okay. Yeah, Cambridge top, of course. Yeah, I think Brian Dutton's done a good job in the circumstances, but is he the guy to take Walsall forward and for a promotion? Oh, Alsa Deeby's lined himself a shot up from 35 yards, but 25 yards. Okay, 25 to 30. He's cut inside nicely there and let loose, but it's over the top. Well, that's it. He's having a good go. Yeah, 30 yards that. But it's keeping the ball down, isn't it? Klopp is so upset about Super League, he's going to give up his millions and walk away from Liverpool and get back to proper football. Yeah, talking Super League. 1 second, let's just watch this pattern of play. We've got Melbourne on the left trying to get the cross in. He's Joshy! Oh, miss it. Salford doing well on the break here. Looking for a header. Perry just about got it away there. It's quite a good game at the minute. Ostadibi. Oh, poor control. Ostadibi. Yeah, the Super League, the remaining 14 clubs have all sort of voted against it and want all the sanctions going against the Big Six. They call them the Big Six, but Arsenal, are they still the Big Six? I think the only reason Arsenal want to join is because it's the only way that Perry that was a good ball through. Rose came out very quickly then to grasp that. Yeah, Arsenal, their only chance of getting into Europe is this Super League thing because they're not getting near the Champions League. We had a good debate, the big debate. Oh. Yeah, on Wolves Fan Dazzling Dave TV, we had a good chat about the Premier League, Super League thing. Of course, since then, the votes come out from the remaining clubs and they're saying, forget it, we have no part of it. I can't see it happening, to be honest. I can't see it happening. It would be a shame if they were sort of kicked out the league. Oh, what's he doing? Oh, you idiot. That's a gaff from Jack Rose, handing them the ball. He was always going to put it away from there. Oh. The guy was right there, wasn't he? He has. It is a poor back pass, but I mean, you don't try and clear it through a player from that distance. Yeah, it was a bit of a suicide ball as they. Oh, yeah, it was a bad decision from Sadler. Oh. There's no relegation in it. They're just separated and drain the one out of the Premier League. Drain money out of the Premier League. So do the rest of the league, like they do with the rest of the Football League. Yeah. What we were talking about with what we were talking about last night, they're all Americans, aren't they? They're all Americans that in charge of Man United, Man City. It's the American philosophy. They want to try and make money. But football, being director of a football team, is a billionaire's plaything, isn't it? A billionaire's toy. It's not supposed to be for making money. How many clubs make money? There's only a few. I think Man United used to with all the stuff, whether they still do or not. Walsall make £10,000 a year, which is rare. But I think other than that, every other club loses money. Oh. Yeah, would you blame Rouse for that? I think it's a bit of a mix. I think between a bad pass back from Sadler, and then not dealing with it. Oh dear, disappointing to go down so early. They still want to play in the Premier League and Champions League and take the money from there as well. I think the idea, Tommy, is that I don't think they wanted to play in the Champions League. I think they just wanted to play the Super League instead of the Champions League. But if there's no qualification for the Super League and you automatically get in the league anyway, that doesn't that's not a league. That's just an exhibition games, isn't it? If there's nothing on it. There's nothing on it. You have the Tottenham and Arsenal halfway through the season and nowhere near the top. Where's the energy in that game? It's just like what's the name? It's just like exhibition game. And if the Premier League throw them out, then which player of that level does want to just play 14 games a season because they're going to get thrown out and not be able to play for their country? Super League billionaire owners with no clue of traditions of football. Again, that's what we were discussing last night. It might be worth watching back if any of you like to see Dazzling Dave's channel. It's another strange back pass from Hayden White then. Get it away. Oh dear. Yeah, kick them out. If they want to go ahead with the Super League, kick them out of the Premier League. But then does that hurt everybody else? Because the big clubs, big support, they take a lot to away matches and they bring a lot of money into the game. Grimsby losing, Leighton Orient 0, Cambridge 1's another score. Our Cambridge friends, Ironside has scored for them. Yeah, Morecambe, that's Grimsby, Stockton. It's having these regular strikers. Tommy, yeah, as I said there, there's no competition. It's purely to have something to broadcast to the millions around the world in China. Rest of the world, final confirmation, domestic fans are now unimportant. Well, if they were to leave, I think a lot of the better players would leave the league. Those with any scruples, anyway. Those with any scruples. If you're a player, you're going to earn big money and that sort of stuff, but you can't compete in the FA Cup, the League Cup. You can't play for your country. If they want to go for the money, they can go and play in China or go and play in America. But it's not about the players. It's about the directors thinking that they're going to make money running football clubs. Well, hello, it doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. It doesn't happen. Oh, poor control from Al-Sadibi again. Oh, good pass for. Oh, he was their guy was Chelsea prepare to leave Super League. Yeah, I think Pomley has turned down the Super League. Bolton have applied to join them. I think that's sort of. I suppose it's just joys for the jollity of it all. Chelsea. The thing is, none of the managers or players have had a say in anything. It's just come out from the chairman. Oh, we're doing this, and the managers are like, "No, you're not." Mourinho, did he get sacked, or did he say, "You can count me out of this. I'm off"? So whether he was sacked, because I think Spurs have had a bit of not had a great run, but they're in a cup final on Sunday. So why would he? Why would you sack somebody just before the cup final? That doesn't make any sense. Yeah, part of me says, this is Tommy's comment. Part of me says, hang on, let's see what Rosie's doing first. Oh, out of play. Tommy says, part of me says, let them go and let the rest of us get on with it. But will the market to kids who may stop watching other clubs and sound the death of most clubs in the country in the long term? Yeah. Man City preparing to leave Super League 2. I knew it would never happen. Bolton too big for the Super League. Where Germany had said they weren't interested. France have said they're not interested. The Real Madrid chairman, who was part of it, was saying they're doing it to save football. So I don't know how that's supposed to save football by separating it all. So my first thing I said yesterday was I don't think it's going to happen. It's they've had things like this before, and it's not. They're just after more money, aren't they? The big teams. Pelsa Villa leave Super League. Max Melbourne. Oh, great tackle. I don't know why Al-Sadibi's Morecambe 2-0 Grimsby. Yeah, this Super League thing, you can forget the discussion on that, really. It's not happening. It's just a joke, really. The bigger issue is what the EFL have been looking for, and that's a balancing out of the finances. between the Premier League and the rest of the Football League to sort of help the smaller clubs that are struggling, the likes of Macclesfield and that sort of stuff. Obviously, the pandemic has put pressure on a lot of clubs. But I mean, before that, there was a lot of clubs struggling. They got some quality, this Salford team, in fairness. I think Walsall are still after a win bonus, you know. They're still chasing around. Tommy Sack, Spurs fan on radio, said, why are we in it? It's supposed to be the big clubs on average. We've finished 8th and the likes of West Ham get bigger crowds than us. It's because of who owns you, mate. It's the American owners. Viola won up against Barrow. It's not particularly the big clubs. It's the clubs run by Americans. It's all the JP Morgan crew. It's all falling apart, boys. You're going to have a Super League between 5 of you. Nobody will want it. And if Sky TV don't want to cover it, it only takes a bit of player revolt or supporter revolt. Colchester won up at Southend. That'll be the end of Southend if Colchester win. Oh, dear. So, 30 minutes gone. Walsall 0, Salford 1. Henderson goal from a mix-up, really. Sadler played the ball back to Jack Rose. Jack Rose tried to clear through Henderson, and the ball broke, and Henderson tucked it away. So, not a great decision from Rose, in fairness, but not 100% to blame either. Sadler should have known better. Should have just cleared it at that point. They're passing the ball around a bit better, Walsall now. Walsall ball. Perry very calm on the ball then. Perry doing good. Dutton has got to go. Yeah, Dutton I think he's done a reasonable job, but he's not the guy for Walsall. I think now Pomlett's got Jamie Fullerton on board. Jamie Fullerton will make the decision, I think. I think Lee Pomlett didn't want to throw him under the bus, as it were. But now he's got a new guy in. It's the new guy's decision, not his. So I think it could be easier. He's doing well at full back. Melbourne was well. Chance here. Oh, a narrow angle there. Lavery gets the shot away. It's just hit the outside of the post. But their number 12 came back. But he changes formation at half time. Yeah, he'll go back to 4-4-2. He'll probably take Cameron Norman off and blame him for conceding the goal. Beggars belief, really. Right then. Oh, their keeper must score a touch on that. It's corner ball. Al-Sadibi on corner duty. Let's get this one under the keeper. Get somebody's head on it. It's a high one. He's learning. He's learning, Perry. He's quite composed on the ball, Perry. Sometimes he's composed when we don't think he ought to be. But, yeah, he's definitely doing well. We've got a bit of a challenge at half time. We want to name all of the 23 players that started our 2011-2012 season. We don't any yet. We'll do that at half time. Now cheating, going and looking. I shouldn't have said, should I? Yeah, that number 12. That number 12. That's what's his name again? Where's he gone? Oh, handball. Norman, he's getting forward. Why does Dutton keep playing back five? It never works. He's blind to it. He's still trying to play that not conceding, but I don't know whether he realises we're one down. I think we can't be too critical of Brian Dutton, but just because we don't want to be too critical of him, we just want to be clear that he shouldn't be the guy to run the club be managing the club next season. Ozzy, why has Dutton got to go to Salford to have the biggest budget in the league? I think Dutton's he's done the job he's been asked to do, and that's manage the interim after Clarkey buggered off. I did see somewhere that he'd signed a 2-year contract. I hope that's not true. Unless he's going to go back to coaching. Joshy, come on. Come on, Joshy. Oh, poor pass. Tried to get Melbourne through. The thing is, here we are again. We're playing Melbourne left midfield when surely Wes McDonald. I know Wes McDonald's not over bothered. Well done again, Perry. Come on, put him away. What kind of a ball was that? Al-Sadibi's played the perfect ball through, but he's played it at like 100 miles an hour. He just needed to just tap that ball through. Dutton could have gone to Vale. He probably will go to Vale. He's probably due to go at the end of the season. But just because he didn't go to Vale when he could have done doesn't mean to say we should give him a 2-year contract and keep him here. He's got his first stab at managing the team, hasn't he? Yeah, Carl, I think we're fairly safe anyway, I think. I'm not worried about that. I just want us to keep playing. So Willis was on the bench on Saturday, but he's not on the bench tonight. Norman, not sure where to go. He's going to clear that, I think. Yep. Mansfield winning again. I thought they'd give up. Jose Mourinho. Jose. Colchester 2 up. Yeah, that's Southend have gone then. That'll put them 9 points behind them. Oh, lovely work there, number 10. got some quality players here. Right down Rosie's throat, that one now. Alsa DB. He's rolled out to Alsa DB. What's he going to do? Yeah, they're good side, Salford. Good side. It's one of the teams we need to be beating next season, though. They're number 12. Let's what's his name again? Let's find it. Bernard, the right back for Salford. Very, very solid. He's very physically strong, very quick. Very good. Jude's Journey. Hi. Jude's Journey. That's Jude's a Villa fan. He was on the call last night. Great to have you with us, Jude. Yeah, it was a good discussion last night. Things have moved on with the rest of the Premier League clubs all saying get lost. And then I think we got the likes of Man City and Chelsea changing their mind. Now they're seeing how unpopular the decision is. So I think, as I said last night, I think it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But let's get the EFL talking to the Premier League and saying, come on, let's have a more balanced budget. Hey, Jude. That's always going to come out, isn't it? He's probably heard that a million times. Yeah, you came up with some good points as well last night. It was a good discussion. Manny was on there as well, who helps out on Dave's channel. And he's a very knowledgeable guy as well. So it was good. If you haven't, anybody who hasn't seen that, worth watching back perhaps, the big debate. You have to give Dutton credit, mark my words, he will be appointed. Well, I think I saw somewhere that he'd been given a 2-year contract, but I could have been wrong, perhaps. If Southend had gone, can we have Jason Dimitri back? Or have his legs gone now at 33, perhaps? Oh. Tyree Wright, warming up on the bench. Warming up down the line, rather, even. Another corner for Salford. 41 minutes gone. They are looking a much better team, Salford, in fairness. Oh, the ref's helped us out there. Trying to break them down. Another ball into the box. Oh. Isn't he a Villa youth? Yes, Tyreek Wright. He's on loan from Villa. And he looked okay, to be honest. And he I think, inexperienced, but he looked okay. He's out of contract at the end of the season, I understand, and Everton and Celtic are looking at him. But I think whether it's the speculation and that sort of stuff, I don't know. But the last couple of games he started, he's not really been sort of putting the effort in. He's not really been putting the effort in. He's not really going in for challenges. He's just playing it, trying to have a run round and play the easy stuff. Al-Shadibi's just got a hand in the face. He just stopped for a second. He's okay. If Wright is warming up, that's me switching off, says Carl. That says it all for you, Jude, really. Yeah. Tyreek Wright, yeah. He had a couple of good chances, a couple of games ago. Wright's got a chip on his shoulder. Yeah, I think you're right there. But, yeah, he had a couple of chances. Lavery had put him through. He just needed to slip it past the keeper. He just needed to slip it past the keeper and just didn't put it away. And if he wants to be Premier League player, he needs to be putting away those kind of chances. That's the difference with Premier League, isn't it? When they get a chance, they don't mess about, do they? Struggling to stay with Salford at the minute. I think 1-0 to Salford, even though it was a bit of a calamity. That sort of, even though it's a bit of a calamitous goal, Salford have looked much better team. Cole's putting in there. Man City have withdrawn from the Super League. Yeah, it's not going to happen. But he send the Americans back, go and put more money into baseball or whatever they want to do. Leave our wonderful game alone. Leave our wonderful game alone. 44 minutes, 44 and a half minutes. Looks like it's going to won't be much extra time, I don't think, injury time. Tommy's saying not done enough this half. Quite agree with that, Tommy. The thing is, I think against Salford, I think we're lacking the quality. I think when we're seeing you in the Premier League, I think we might be playing against somebody in the Premier League, but that'll be a cup match. I think I could see Walsall getting back to the Championship. I know I've got me sort of fairy lights sort of on, but I mean, seeing the fairies and stuff. I think I can see Walsall getting back to the Championship at some point, but I think Premier League that's not going to happen. And if it means an American comes in, then perhaps we don't want it. We our players, young players, hungry players, playing because they enjoy the game. Perhaps that's good passing. Walsall did well then, and that's just taking us to half time. Right then, what we said we were going to do at half time. I have the programme from the first match of the 2011-2012 season. We just got a little comment there, Carl. Need to change 4-4-2. Quite agree. It'd be nice to see Wes back on. Wes McDonald is one of our most creative players, and if Holden's not playing because he's injured again, then Wes is that option, isn't he? Wes is that option. Won't play anyone from the Premier League in a cup. We never make the third round. Well, we did play Chelsea a few years ago, didn't we? That was an embarrassing thing. Pedro smashing us an hat-trick. Right then, for half time, we're going to discuss here. Can you tell me before the second half starts, I want all the names of the squad, people who are in the squad, the 2011-2012 season. Right then. We've got a comment here. Wes and Gordon to leave. Wes is definitely leaving. I think the club know that Wes has signed a contract elsewhere, and that's why he's not playing. And perhaps I'd say that's probably why Cameron Norman's not been playing. Perhaps because if there's nothing like that being decided, it just doesn't make any sense why they're not playing. Gordon, I'd like to see Josh Gordon stay. John Macken, Manny Smith, David Groff, Ledesma. Let's have a look. Johnny Macken. No. Oh, yes. Johnny Macken. Sorry, my apologies. Johnny Macken. We got him in. Manny Smith. Yeah, we got Manny Smith. David Groff. Blooming heck. Yeah, he was rubbish, wasn't he? Who was our regular keeper? Ledesma. Ledesma hadn't arrived at that point. Will Grigg, yes. Jude, spot on. Who else we got? Josh Gordon. It's a difficult one, Josh Gordon. You certainly wouldn't want him both chambers. We've got Adam and just got one. We've only got one. What happened to the other one? Did we have a delay on him signing a contract? James's brother, I think that might have been it. He wasn't in the 23. Wasn't in the 23 for the start of that. Yeah, Kevin Hurst. Yes, he's in there. And Super Jim was the number 1. Very good. Ollie Lancashire, yes, he's in there. One of the players is playing today for Walsall. That's a giveaway for you. I think everybody will know who that is. Alex Nichols, yeah, part of the commentary team. There's another guy who was in the recent comedy team thing. So Alex Nichols, yeah, we got him. Patterson, what a player, Jamie Patterson. He was the sandwich man, wasn't he? Malvern Benning, he'd moved on, I think, by then. Benning, no, he'd moved on. Sadler, yeah, Matt Sadler, he was our number 3 that season. Beavers, no, he wasn't there. Oh, he was, sorry, Lee Beavers. I missed him. He was our number 12. Oh, there's some good quality players here. There's one player that you will absolutely love. Another striker who didn't really sort of rip up trees for us. A very popular Chrissy Marsh-like player. We liked, local lad. Another guy who's been on commentary in the iFollow this season. And a couple of the youth ones. Tawndry, that's the man. Richard Tawndry. We're rattling these off. Who put the ball in the singles net? In the Dingles net? Andy Butler. Yeah, Andy Butler's that centre half. Can't forget him. Yeah, scoring against the Wolves at Molineux. That was a real pleasure, that was. Sam Manton wasn't with us then. He wasn't with us then, Sam Manton. We've got most of them. I'll give you some more clues if you're struggling. There's one here I don't recognise myself, but and I've got it with me. Oh, dear. All good stuff, any? Yeah, Josh, we're talking about Josh Gordon. Would we give Josh Gordon a contract? If he's not on big money, then, and I don't think he has been, I would like to see Josh Gordon stay at Walsall. Perkis, no, he's not on the list. Cavalier, no, he's not there. Good to have you with us, Lee. Thanks for joining us again. Cavalier, I liked him. Cavalier, he was good. He was good. Ishmael de Montagnac, the left midfield. No, wasn't his time. Oh, Ishmael de Montagnac, what a waste of talent he was. He was awesome, he was. Scored 2 late goals to beat Sheffield Wednesday, did nothing else. Napka, yes, he's there. He started on that game as well, number 18. Send Gordon back to Stafford Rangers. We had him from Leicester. From Leicester, mighty Leicester. A Premier League giant now. Bowerman, George Bowerman, yeah. My mate from Sedgley. We've only got a couple now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You ain't going to get some of the youngsters, I don't think. You might not get them. Yeah, Gordon, it'd be a shame for him to go, really, but if Gordon stays, is he going to score 20 goals? Ryan McGivern, no. Is he going to score goals for us next season? Gordon. Could we turn him? Could we turn Gordon into a 20-goal a season? What are we going on about, guys? Walsall till I die. Very just joined us. We've Westlake, Daryl Westlake. Yeah, what we're talking about there, we've got, we're going through the squad from the 2011-2012 season. We've got most of them. Ollie Lancashire, yes, he's in there. Fabian Brandy, he's not in the list. He's not in the list. Yeah, League Westlake. Yeah, that was one of the right back, the fresh-faced right back that we were missing. We got one of the regular squad, and then we're into the youngsters, which I think probably is a bit of a challenge for me, really. I don't think any of the youngsters have. I know they haven't even played, to be honest. They didn't get many games if they did. But there's one guy you haven't got. Prior to Leicester, Gordon was at Stafford. How was he? Well, that's perhaps where he's going back to, because if you don't succeed in League Two, there ain't many places to go, is there? Jarvis, Tommy Bradshaw, Ryan Jarvis, he's the one. Right then, should we help? Anybody know anything about these four? Anton Petterlin. That's not the keeper, is it? That was Andy Petterson, wasn't it? Anton Petterlin. Tom Williams. Petterlin, yeah. Anybody know anything of Jake Jones, Joey Butlin, or Connor Deards? Do we know anything about them? I don't think any of them made the grade. Who exactly? Who exactly that was? Let's do one of these Google searches thing that always comes up. American midfielder, Peter Lynn. Was he? I don't know whether he's doing anything. He didn't play much. Jake Jones, footballer. Born 1993. So it made it, yeah, that could have been him. Most recently played in Midland League Division 1 side Hinckley, where he played as a midfielder. So he went to Hinckley. Jake Jones. Good old Tom Bradley, Kitman. Yeah, he was about them, wasn't he? Connor Deards was a defender. Where's Connor Deards go? Let's have a quick look. Connor Deards. I don't think he played a game, did he? Oh, we got an interview with him here, haven't we? Let's have a look. Connor Deards, striker for Alvechurch. If Westlake was there, then Sadler probably was. Yeah. Jeff Bonser. Yeah, that was in Bonser era. Napka. Yeah, we've had Napka. That's good. Connor Deards, yeah, he was a striker. Plays for Alvechurch. And Joey Butlin. Sounds like a holiday venue. Sounds like a holiday venue. Cavalier did join later that season, though, I'm sure. I think you're right, Lee. We're just going with the squad at the start of the season. It all changing. Joey Butlin, working hard is the main thing, says Hereford Times. His main priority is working hard for the Bulls, so he's playing for Hereford. Mick Kearns. Didn't we have a Hurst? Yes, we've had him. That's Kevin Hurst. Ted, the car park man. I'll tell you somebody we had then. Dancing Kev. Do you remember Dancing Kev? Kev, the dancing saddler. He was quality, wasn't he? They threw him out in the end. Yeah, I think we've got them all now. Joey Butlin and Connor Deards, both strikers. Chasetown confirmed Joey Butlin has joined Hereford. So they're all out there, still doing little bits in non-league, but not running the super stuff. It was Super Buck's 70th birthday today. Yes, Alan Buckley. Now it was Kevin Hurst, not Kevin Broadhurst. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, Kev got banned. Dancing Kev. Oh, the thing is, I think the people that banned him didn't realise he had learning difficulties. He wasn't fully there, I suppose. I did have the pleasure of meeting him. I was doing some cold calling to business at the time, and I just saw him in the street, and it was the weirdest moment. And I had a great chat with him, and then he had to go back into work. So I went into the company where he was working, and had a chat with his boss, and they were sort of really proud of him for what he was doing at Walsall at the time. So that was great. I had a picture with him. That was all quality. Quality that was. Kev the Dancing Saddler. Let's get him back. Let's get him back for next season. And remember O'Connor falling off the stretcher? They're on the BBC's not the point of view, was it? The BBC Question of Sport. What happens next? We must have had a third choice keeper that season as well. I think we started the season just with Jimmy Walker and Groff, David Groff. 23 players. Blooming heck. 23 players making the squad. Get interviewed Dancing Kev. Do you know, if I could find him, I would. That would be quite. It'd have to be a short interview though, because I think it'd deteriorate quite quickly. Was wrong to ban Dancing Kev. He wasn't hurting anybody. No, the thing is, they don't understand. As I say, he got learning difficulties, and he was just having fun, and he was having fun with everybody, and everybody loved him, and it was just wrong. It was just wrong. You have like your job's worth sometimes, don't they? And they're sort of like, oh, I need to control this, and they just don't understand. Brilliant. No, that was brilliant. I think he mocked falling off a stretcher during Wacky's testimonial. I don't remember that. I didn't see that. Oh, quality. Oh, I think the problem was he spat at some fans. Yeah, but I mean, he normally sort of had saliva coming out of his mouth when he was exciting anyway. So there's having a word with him and calming him down, isn't there? You don't need to ban him. Roy Wally, blooming heck, he's took some money out of the club, and he in the time. Even the away team subs had fun with him. Yeah. Oh dear. I think we've got some joy returning to Walsall next season. We've had all the pain, the joy next season. I think we want to get back in the ground, get some strikers on the pitch. We're going to have a bit of a turnover of players. Hopefully, Jamie Fullerton, he's going to be able to use his contacts and get us a manager, perhaps, who knows his stuff. Use his contacts at Crystal Palace, get us a few young guns that have not quite made the grade at Palace. So, in fairness, I think they'd spoken to his companion a few times before that. Yeah, but I mean, you don't ban somebody. You might send them out the ground, but you don't ban them. Send them out the ground to calm down. It's like trying to control a 15-year-old like I've got. That at times, things are going to go a bit crazy, and you have to try and calm them down. But then they calm down themselves and everything's good. You can't sort of get carried away. Yeah, if he's out of order in one game, if he's out of order on one match day, you say, right then, that's enough. You're going to have to go. And then the next game, have a word with him. Come on, be good and you can stay. That's the way to deal with it. Not really just get rid of him. Steve has got a bit of a coup. Zaha wants to leave Palace. maybe he's got a good relationship with Jamie Fullerton and he might want to come down Walsall. What do you reckon? He might mess up our balance of budget, though. So he'd probably... I think the only players we'd be able to afford if we got Zaha here would be OCR, perhaps. Right then, we're back on, second half. Get me sound back on. Oh, not me sound off, haven't I? Hang on. We're up and running. Let's just get me sound sorted. There we go. Colin Taylor went to Palace years ago. Vice chairman of Man United has resigned. Well, he was obviously involved. He was obviously involved with the decision, surely. Oh, vice chairman, yeah, I suppose. It's all gone a bit sour. Their keeper come out, headed the ball clear. That was quite brave action. But Walsall, let's see whether we can sort of get some action this second half. Come on, Walsall. Oh. I want to throw in. Good chat there, half time. Thank you. Thanks for joining us, guys. Next season, I think we're likely to have match previews, a match day experience, and then we'll have our usual match reactions. And then the away games, I won't be going to many of those, so we'll probably have live stream watchalongs and chat like we have done this season for the away games. We are looking for a sponsor for next season. So anybody that knows any local clubs or local companies that are interested in Walsall, then we'll grab them, get their logo on, brand awareness for them and that sort of stuff. So that's something we're going to be looking at. Get it away. I also have an idea of doing a few T-shirts. If people wanted some T-shirts, we might get that sorted next season. T-shirt with "Join the Pain" written on it. That's just a few thoughts. Whether we do that or not, I don't know. We'll have to see what the interest level is. Oh, Jack Rose, his reputation for kicking well is out the window. They're both coming out with good intent, to be honest. House of DB on the left. Josh Gordon's putting lots of effort in. If he's a player that's heading out of Walsall, he's certainly doing his utmost. Did Lee go in the dressing room at half time? Maybe.
Hello.
Here he is. Stephen's back from his band stuff. And my shirt up.
I saw that we were 1-0 down when we came out of band.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, damn. But I saw Norman started, so I was happy.
Cameron Norman started. That was a bonus. He's done all right.
Joe, I said to James before the game started, I said, if Wes McDonald starts, I'm going to miss you.
Oh, because you missed it, you mean?
Yeah. All right, I'll be back in a sec. All right.
Okay, yeah. Oh, just got it away again. Oh, good left then. Cameron Norman pushing forward a bit. Oh no, he's come back for the throw-in now. Come on, House of DB. Let's throw in. So it's a long throw in from Cameron Norman into their box. See whether Walsall can get level. We've got Kinsella's hovering around on the edge of the box. Oh, flicked on. Come on. Oh. They're on the clear. Salford trying to clear, but trying to hit us on the break, but Walsall won the ball back. It's good. Josh Gordon's looking. Oh, it's not good. Oh. Both teams are going for it now. It's an entertaining game. Oh. Steve, you're on 5 minutes as midfield playmaker if we don't score. Gordon needs a goal. It's a joke now, yeah. Gordon definitely needs a goal. If you don't get a goal before the end of the season, then he's gone, mate. Sadly. Then he's definitely gone.
Just make sure that's not fall off, please.
It's not going to fall off. It's fine.
Right, you can have some of that if you want.
No, I'm okay.
That's good.
If Gordon got a goal and got on a bit of a scoring streak, then perhaps he might grab himself a contract. But I think Walsall perhaps will almost certainly be looking elsewhere for the striker that's going to make the difference if we're going to try and challenge next season. But if we're up against the likes of Salford, it's going to be hard work. Good ball inside there. Come on. That was a good effort, though. Good ball into the box from Perry there. Didn't quite get through to Melbourne. We got Stephen back with us.
What a hit.
Stephen's been playing his trumpet.
Wow.
Yeah.
Down in Merry
At Merry Hill.
For the white one.
Josh Gordon's looking lively, isn't he? But it's just getting that goal.
Very lively. When it just came back.
Sadler, Kinsella. Oh. They've lost the ball.
Not the first time.
Walsall won it back. Won it back quickly, though. That's the... You going to keep that?
No. Yes, actually.
Oh, Perry, short.
Yeah.
Back like home.
Yeah.
Good to be there.
Yes. Want a chocolate? Okay.
See you later.
See you later.
Oh. Melbourne did well to keep the ball in play then, and then lost it.
All right.
Pass the ball. Oh, here we go. Oh. Well, that's where the first goal come from. Sadler knocked it back to Rose. He tried to clear it and he hit their player, and then the guy tapped it in. So it was a bit of a calamity, really. I think Flash has run his course, needs a move for himself. Now as a fresh start. Yeah, I think we said that before when we were discussing contracts. I think, in fairness, I think a change would probably do Josh Gordon good. Keepers out. Let's see some nice passing round Walsall. Perry caught in possession almost there. This passing round the back four, we'd sort of stopped doing that. Oh, nice pass inside there. Gordon. He's not getting the ball in areas we want him to. Chance. Oh, he played a nice ball over the top there for Lavery, but I don't think he was ever going to get it. Not getting the ball enough. Melbourne, good feet there. It's all tight. Salford are really sort of pegging us back, and it's that strong press that we've been winning the ball back with. They're doing the same. Better quality, but we're not doing it high enough up the pitch. Oh, chance here. Oh, Henderson.
What's Jordan Henderson playing for?
It's a different Henderson. But look at this area.
How was the ball got that far? Yeah, seriously.
Somehow they've managed to get a goal kick out of that, or a throw it. Oh, corner even. This one's going into the box. Rose. Oh,
good tip over.
Almost caught out Jack Rose there. He's had to stretch. He was going top corner, and Rose has stretched back.
He's made one good save in the 2 games they've played so far.
He's stretched back and just lifted it off over the bar. Another corner for Salford. They're pushing. Corner for Salford. Got a comment here from Walker went out his area about 20 yards near the touchline to clear the ball and hit their player. Could have gone anywhere, but freakishly went straight in the goal. Yeah, it happens, doesn't it? That I think Sadler put him in trouble, didn't he? He has been quite good with his feet, hasn't he, Jack Rose? And you perhaps wanted him to there. Goal.
Well, this is interesting.
It was a great ball in, and the guys just glanced it.
Cameron Norman.
Yeah.
Players. Starts. Well, Cameron Norman starts when we concede.
Yeah, they'll blame Norman for conceding.
I think it's Norman getting another contract now.
That was
really
the ball there.
Another contract now.
Oh,
that's not goal. Didn't even touch anything.
No, he did. He did. He just got a glance on it. Great ball in. Yeah, quite right. We got to be honest. Salford are a better quality team. They're a better quality team, and that's
they have money.
They've got money, and it tells. That was a great quality ball in.
Beth.
Yeah, I think this bit of a shake-up. I think you're not kidding. Somebody needs a shake-up. I think his name's Brian Dutton.
Nah,
but you can't blame Turnbull. You can't blame Brian Dutton for that, really. They're just Salford are just a better quality team. But the thing is, if they're only 11th in League Two, how are we going to get ourselves out of the league? So we've got to be better than these. We've got to be better than these, haven't we? We're not going to have a great big influence of cash. You get what you pay for sometimes, not always, but most of the time. Yeah. Well, the money counts, doesn't it? The money counts eventually. They have got very good quality players. But Barnard, the number 12, their right back, he's very, very, very good fullback. And Henderson, of course. Henderson is a quality striker. Oh, not so good that time. They've overhit their free kick in. So, 59 minutes gone.
I'm just saying, yeah.
Hang on. 1 sec. 59 minutes gone. Walsall 0, Salford 2. What we're going to do for the last half an hour? Are we going to change it up a bit? Get some fresh legs on? Because at the moment, you'd expect Salford to perhaps score more because they are all over us at the minute.
Are they?
Yeah.
Oh.
Look at this.
I'm sorry. Well, actually,
I think Sadler felled Kinsella then. What was you going to say, Stephen? Sorry.
Oh yeah. Players. Man United players who go and play for the Super League.
Man City and Tottenham have pulled out.
Actually.
Yeah, and Chelsea, I think. I'm not sure about Tottenham. Man City and Chelsea have said that.
What? I think Tottenham. What was it? Man City.
Yeah,
Man City have pulled out.
Man City have pulled out, and Chelsea have as well, I think.
Chelsea.
I said yesterday it wouldn't happen.
I know.
We had a good chat on this, haven't we? On the stream, we had a good chat.
I want Tottenham to pull out because Tottenham pulls out. Tottenham pull out. I reckon Mourinho will go back.
I don't know about that. Norman, long throw, headed clear. I think we ought to get Wes on. I think. Good communication there. Late roll through to Rose. See, Kinsella there, he's got nobody near him, but he had no intention of moving forward with the ball. Good comment from Tommy there. You don't need to be great to get out of this league. You just need to be consistent. Well, we're consistent with draws, aren't we? Let's just finish this season, this useless season now. Get rid of Dutton, get rid of nearly all the players and start again, says the WAG channel. Yeah, that's pretty much the measure of it, really. We got a couple of the young guns we're going to keep. And Tommy's like this comment. Do what we used to do when losing with no sign of getting back and start a conga around your living room. Another ball into the box. Melbourne. Oh, it's cleared away. Perry looking for somebody. It's nobody there, but White behind him. Another ball locked up. Melbourne heads it back. Sadler. Josh Gordon. They've given a foul there.
They've just slipped.
Sadler is weak. He's too old. Needs to stick to coaching. In fairness, Sadler's done good, but we've got to bear in mind he's not going to be in the team next season.
No.
Maybe give Tom Leake a run, see how he copes at centre half, which is his position.
Well, look at Dan Scar back.
Dan Scar, I don't think
he comes back from injury.
I don't think he's on the bench. Scar is, I think.
Is he?
Yeah. Dan Scar's on the bench. Del Boy OCR is on the bench as well, but I don't think we need to worry about him.
No, because we know he's going to come on. Imagine if Dan Scar comes on for Norman and Dan Scar plays it front.
Yeah. What was that then?
He misjudged that ball.
How's the DB? He's not the answer, is he?
No, not really.
He might be all right for the occasional super goal, but I mean,
or cup game.
Yeah, or cup game perhaps. Yeah, but he's not going to be the one to get us there, is he? And what I thought was quite funny, we've heard they were talking to Brian Dutton about the contracts, and he said Alsa DB signed a 1-year contract with an option of another year. So we've signed him on a 1-year contract. If he's any good, we'll have another year. If he's not, we'll let him go after 1 year. And then they asked him about Jack Perry, and he said, "Oh, I can't remember."
Sam Perry, yeah.
He asked about Sam Perry, and Brian Dunn says, "Oh, I can't remember." Like,
he's laughing for
how would he not be able to remember the length of a contract that one of his players had signed like 2 days previously? He obviously didn't want to say.
And he's the manager.
He's the manager. That's mine.
Yeah,
we've had a look through that. We're looking at the squad that started the 2011-2012 season.
I'll have a look at that.
Sadler should stick to coaching.
Okay, never mind.
You say that, Tommy, but I think he's definitely filled a gap for us, Sadler, and I think he's done a good job filling in.
They didn't have names in 2012 on the back of the shirts.
Mhm.
Oh, damn. I used to have a kit like this. I had the kit after, didn't I?
Oh, Alfie Bates is coming on.
For Kinsella. The manager.
Oh,
didn't he?
Bates is on for Sadler, so they're going back four, which is perhaps what they should have started with.
James Walker. Oh,
Hayden White's
Matt Sadler, hold up.
Hayden White's gone off, and Wright's come on.
Matt Sadler used to play for Walsall, but like before.
Yeah. I think 3 times he's played for us.
Ryan Jarvis. Adam Chambers, what a guy.
Adam
Will
Chambers, indeed.
George Bowman.
So we've got Bates, Scar, and Wright on, and that's for Perry, White, and Sadler.
Adam Chambers.
So that's going. Oh, hang on, we got another sub. We got McDonald on as well. I said change it round and give them all a go. Super League is over, says Rob Miles. Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah, storming a teacup.
Where's that?
So Walsall have definitely sort of rung the changes. Dan Scar back at centre half. Where's McDonald?
Dan Scar's on?
Yeah, Dan Scar's on, yeah. I said that. You're not
Matt
listening.
Sadler, look at him. He looks a lot different.
He was younger then.
No joke.
10 years ago.
Oh my God, it was.
So we've got Cameron Norman playing at right back.
I was 5.
How many goals are Walsall going to concede with him at right back?
No. West it is right back. Norman.
Cameron Norman.
Oh,
Hayden White's gone off.
Oh, okay.
We've actually got a proper team together now, proper 4-4-2 going on.
That's good.
We got Tyreek Wright. Maybe he'll have a bit more effort if he's only got 20 minutes to play.
But I don't know. Who cares? Adam Chambers.
Walsall struggling to get it away. Walsall made the changes but not got the ball.
Who's this?
LP says we've got a better than average League 2 budget, but decent players always leave. Yeah. Decent players always leave for more money, don't they?
Groff, the Pomlet family.
David Groff. Yeah.
The Pomlet family. So,
oh, yeah, maybe Lee Pomlet, yeah. Salford 2-0 up, comfortable at the minute. It's the money game, isn't it? Paul Dugmore saying we've got a good budget according to Lee Pomlet, but the better players always end up leaving. You've got to remember where we are in the pyramid. That's always going to be the case, isn't it? That's always going to be the case.
Walsall carpets. Fitting with 12 hours.
Dimitri sent off for Southend. So it's all gone pear-shaped for Southend. Southend and Grimsby are both relegated. Not quite mathematically, but pretty much Southend and Grimsby are both lost. And Colchester are winning.
Oh, yeah. Grimsby and Southend.
So Grimsby and Southend. Oh, McDonald now got a chance. He probably won't have so many players on him. They don't remember. We're safe. Yeah, we're well safe, Carl.
Where are we now?
We're about 19th, I think.
Walsall, Southampton.
Yeah, I think Barrow were losing as well.
Oh, no, we lost 3-1. That's a shame. When was this?
Let's get McDonald doing a bit of his magic before we say goodbye to him. He's definitely not going to be here next season, is he? 21 minutes. 21 minutes. Let's have a bit of style, Walsall. Let's have a go at them. Alfie Bates doing his classic again, jumping with no intention of getting the ball. He did well not to get booked. No, not to give away a free kick. Cameron Norman blocks the cross. Another corner for Salford. Salford perhaps still got desires on top 7, perhaps, but I think they're not going to manage it. Bernard looking good there. Jack HD, this is depressing. To be honest, I think Salford are a better team.
Yeah,
they're a better team. That's the reality, isn't it?
Yeah,
they're a better team. They've got a much bigger budget, obviously, and which has afforded them better quality players.
mm-hmm.
But then you wonder why, with such quality in the team, they're only down in the 11th. So they're definitely underperforming. But getting out to League Two, as Salford are finding, it's not an easy.
That MK Dons are winning 2-0.
It's not an easy league to get out of, as any is really, I suppose.
Should we see how Watchalong is doing? Bristol Rovers are losing. So, Sunderland winning. Oh, Will Grigg scored for MK Dons.
Was it?
Yeah. That's a W Grigg, so I presume that's Will Grigg.
That would be Will Grigg.
Yeah, but I'm just saying because he's pretty old, isn't he?
Yeah, he's getting on a bit now. He's still doing nice. You had enough of that. Don't have any more.
No.
Don't have any more. You've seen. I know I have something else.
Is that your style?
Oh, Josh Gordon went down very easy there.
Odzuma came on. Imagine having that.
Comes down to consistency, as I say. Yeah, Tommy, you're quite right.
Dad, imagine having Zach Jaws, Odzuma, and Will
Salford playing budget. This is Asda versus Harrods. What manager would you take for next season? Well, I think that Cooper from Forest Green is not a bad shout, really. Somebody with experience rather than a brand new manager is what we've got to go with.
Sounds like a logical answer.
Yeah. I think Jose Mourinho perhaps won't do.
I'll beg.
Brian Dutton.
No.
Brian Dutton, no. Brian Dutton's not going to get Walsall promoted next season, is he?
No.
Walsall getting promoted next season is a big ask, I think. Is a big ask for Walsall. But with Brian Dutton in charge, I think you can forget it, really.
Right, I'm going to take this downstairs.
Okay. Just wrap it up with you there.
Which we didn't want to do.
Tyree Wright, far too active a game for him. He's not got a touch since he's come on. It's a very, very competitive game.
League Two.
Lampard.
I mean,
yeah, wishful thinking. You're not kidding.
bring him in. Oh. Okay,
That was a bit of another ball back to the keeper. Cambridge, yeah, 3-1 up. So Cambridge are heading for League One. I'm sure Mark Cooper lives in the Midlands. Yeah.
Mark Cooper.
The chairman says top 7. What happened? Well, I'd say Darryl Clark left, but I mean, we weren't heading for top 7 with Darryl Clark in charge. And he's an experienced manager. That's our throat.
All right, well, thank you for watching the live stream. I'm going to go now because I have science revision. It's 7:30 in the morning. So,
you got an early start, have you?
Yeah.
Oh, touch right there.
4:30 or 5 in the morning tomorrow. So I was going to turn that.
Good. Oh, good crossing from Gordon.
Right. Thanks for watching.
Okay. Good night, Stephen.
All right. Well, I'm not going to sleep. I'm just going to go away from the screen now. Just
okay.
Calm down. Anyway, goodbye.
Not getting anywhere with this, are we? This is the second time he's been on the ball, but we'll let you off for that. Yeah, Mark Cooper. We'll have a look at him. Yeah, it's been. I expect it will be a manager who can work with young players, as I expect it will be a big part of our strategy with the director of football, Jamie Fullerton. Yeah, bringing young players through has got to be Walsall's way, hasn't it? Oldham 3-0, Harrogate. They're having a good finish to the season. So my point was why the experienced manager Darryl Clark failed. Yeah. Why did Darryl Clark fail? I don't know. Steve Coppell, blooming neck. He's getting on a bit now, isn't he? Is he managing, is he? That's not former Man United player Steve Coppell, is he? Get Roy Hodgson. Get him down here. Melbourne further forward than McDonald, which is a bit strange again. Come on. I think Cooper would be in our range. He brought youth players through at Forest Green. Yeah, I think would be good. Pressing and closing us well, preventing us from playing. So not really doing anything when we've got it. That's about the measure of it, Tommy, really. Again, good team. Good team, Salford. We gifted him a goal. Second goal was a good one. Darryl Clark. I think the biggest problem with Darryl Clark. Oh, Fullerton tried to get Coppell in at Notts County. Interesting. It's a former Man United player would be interesting. Interesting times, I think, with Fullerton coming in. He's definitely got some contacts. Remember back when every club without a manager was denying they spoke to Coppell. It's just a midfield melee at the minute. Lavery, chance here. Oh, trying to put it through for Gordon. He's trying to set Gordon up. Gordon. Come on, Alfie. Hold him there. Alfie's still on his learning journey. I think Perry's definitely pushed past Alfie Bates in the pecking order, I think. Another terrible loss. Lucky we got enough points to stay up, says Joe Walsall fan. Yeah, that's Salford have been good, to be honest. Midfield too weak. Well, we speak in praise of Kinsella and Perry, but where's that general? And Guthrie was not the general, was he? So as much as we love Kinsella, get rid of Gordon. What about non-league manager as Bolton did? Perhaps. I'd like to see it. I think Cooper or Coppell, as you say, is not a bad idea. I think we got to use that connection with Crystal Palace, absolutely, and bring in somebody in who's got a connection with them as well as Fullerton. Could be a good thing for us. Remains to be seen. We just need to hop along. Obviously, this season's sort of the damp squib. Oh, Scar headed off the line from the corner. They're still attacking. Oh, great tackle from Josh Gordon. He really does put the effort in, doesn't he? It's getting the ball to Wes McDonald. He's lost it. That's Bernard won the ball off him. It was a great tackle. I've given up thinking who might be a good manager, as the ones you think are not a bad appointment fail, and successful ones, yeah, they say who. Yeah, it's different. Yeah, Tommy, you're quite right. Really, it's difficult to say, isn't it? We're not going to get a big name manager in. It's probably going to be somebody we've never heard of, and the only manager we've had that's come in that we have heard of, Darryl Clark, and failed. And that guy we won't talk about that came in after Dean Smith, we won't. That's again a named manager who's failed big style. Gordon 100% every time. Mark Banks says that's right. He is 100% every time, but he's just, is he good enough? Asante coming on. Everybody getting some subs in there. We're at that point of the season, aren't we, where we're just trying out players and appeasing players who've not had a game, like Gordon, like Norman and Wes McDonald, I suppose. Willis might have been a good day to give Willis a run, but I think Willis might get a run on Saturday. Dave Chandler at Hartlepool. Yeah, it's going to be somebody I've not heard of. That's almost certain. 82 minutes. Walsall 0, Salford 2. Beaten by a better team, I think. Who's been Walsall's man of the match? I don't know really at the minute. It's that extra bit of quality, isn't it? That's what we're missing. Yeah, Graydon Money Smith, the good coaches. Yeah, I don't think Dutton. Kevin Niles Davis. Dutton obviously ain't the man for Walsall. Nice guy, but maybe stays assistant. Yeah, I think it'd be hard for him to. It'd be hard for him to go from manager back to assistant. But I think that's where he's destined to be, as an assistant somewhere, whether that's at Walsall or somewhere else. I don't know. You can tell Dan Scott back on the pitch when he heads it clear. He sort of gets much more distance in his headers. Salford keeping us tight. There plenty of energy on them. Oh, Tyreek Wright's on the ball. He's played the ball back. He's not sort of trying to gain any plaudits today, is he? They're chasing down excellently, Salford. Yeah, they're doing well. Outplayed from the start, says Mark. Yeah. Assistants don't always make great managers. Chris Hussins. Yeah. We hadn't heard of Dickie Dosh or Ray Graydon. Look what they did, says Steve. Absolutely. Yeah, I think we're limping along, aren't we? We've had the Super League stuff to discuss, which has sort of given us a bit more interest. Martin O'Connor again, yeah. Oh, Cameron Norman lost his man there. Cameron Norman lost his man. That was bad. That's. I'm glad they didn't score from that. He wouldn't have played again, I don't think. Yeah. I think we've done well to keep it down to 2-0 so far. Right then, where's McDonald? Where's he going? Josh Good. Oh, it's just not working for him, is it? Totally deserved win for them. Absolutely, Tommy. Yeah, the thing is, I think David Kelly's quite right there. If you get released from playing for Walsall in League Two, you're going to do well to get another team. This is the worst Walsall team in 15 years. Yeah, I think it's been a struggle, isn't it? Kinsella is one of the leading lights for us. But I mean, if we're critical of Kinsella for a second, I know everybody loves Kinsella. Everybody loves Kinsella, but the fact of the matter is he's a great ball winner. But for a central midfield player, his distribution is basically to a centre half or a right back. He very rarely passes the ball forward. So he's not creating anything. He's an experienced midfielder. He's not creating anything. He's not got any goals apart from the odd. I think he's scored 3, I think, in his career. So you want more out of your midfielder, don't you? You want more out of your players. I suppose some players are just your battlers who just win the ball and move it on for you. But if that's the case, you need somebody alongside him who's gonna actually create something. But the old classic that I say to my mate Dave that we see at Walsall, if they were good at everything, they wouldn't be playing for Walsall. Yeah. If they were good at everything, they wouldn't be playing for Walsall. Fact. But getting young players in and developing them, getting them on a decent contract. How can chairman say this is a top 10 budget? Well, I think Salford has got to be one of the biggest budgets in the division, I'd have thought, with the money men they've got. But I think we're at a point now, as I've said before, where you finish in the division is unimportant as far as payment is concerned. So if Walsall won our last 4 games, we wouldn't earn any more money from it. It's all same fund. It's just money for competing, money for being in the league and completing the fixtures. And whether you finish 22nd or second, it's the same money. Next season, can Walsall put a promotion push together? We ain't going to do it with Brian Dutton. I don't think. Jamie Fullerton, he's going to be our man. Carl Harvey saying he won't be renewing his season ticket. Well, for those that aren't going to the games, you've always got the joy and the pain of Walsall Fan TV. But I share your pain, Carl. I share your pain, but I mean, I'll never go and support anybody else. I'll never support anybody else. I like other teams. I quite like the Villa, but I mean, and in my youth, I was taking down the Wolves, and I could never, compared to the way Walsall passed the ball around, it was much more entertaining to watch, and that's how Walsall became my team. Chance for Tyreek Wright. Tyreek Wright did like half a job then, I think. We're into the we've completed the first of 4-minute injury time, so the torture is almost over. Oh dear. Salford, much better team. We need a second team. We need a second team next season playing competitive football. New bloke should be able to get some promising youngsters in via his widespread contacts. Yeah, Roger Whiting, you're quite right. It's time for Jamie Fullerton to show what he can do. And that will be bringing in a manager and bringing in some good young players we can develop. That's what it's all about. Everyone is taking down the Wolves. Everyone has to be taking down the Wolves. You wouldn't go by choice. Yeah, I think the first few Wolves matches I went to, Dazzling Dave gave me a ticket, tried to get me to go, and it was just torture. I think they lost to Barnsley about 5. I think when he took me down, and every time he took me down, they'd get beat, so he stopped taking me. But now the Portuguese contingent has got Wolves doing all right at the minute. But my team's Walsall, always will be. Always will be. He's catching up, isn't he? Still will follow Sadler's, but via radio. I donated season ticket and donated 2 others. Never again to help the club. Well, Carl, you're welcome on Walsall Fan TV. Sort of follow the torture. Was taking the Kenny Hibbett's testimonial at the Custard Bowl as a kid. Kenny Hibbett. Oh. Yeah. Dropping down out of the league would have been torture. But I think Walsall were hoping to jump straight back into League One. But when you look at a team like Salford, when you look at a team like Walsall against Salford with a much bigger budget, they've not managed to get out the league. Didn't like there's something about First Park. Oh, great footwork from Where's McDonald when in a bit very good? It would be Ray very Graydon now. Bring back Ray Graydon. We're out of our misery. Another loss, but Walsall are safe. The important thing was Walsall retained their position in League Two. But the biggest question for me is who was our man of the match? It's going to be hard to think of one, really. Man of the match. That's my challenge. Though division and some good deeds coming down from League One. Yeah, very tough division, Mark. Stupid yellow for them when 2 up with 2 minutes left. Yeah. Salford, very good team. Deserve the win. That's it. Thanks for joining us. If you're new to the channel, press the subscribe. We'll be back on Saturday. I think Scunthorpe Saturday. So they're down there with us. So it's a chance for a win against a lower team. But the amount of matches we've won, without Rory Holden in the team, just one, doesn't bode well for Saturday or for the rest of the season, really. Mark Banks, no man of the match. Stay safe all. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for joining us. Looking forward to getting together and seeing you guys when we're back in the stadium. That would be good. But for now, thanks for watching. And give me your comments on the match reaction. That's going to be coming up and that'll be out shortly. Thanks. Walsall Fan TV, the joy and the pain. Till next time, Walsall Fan TV. Cheers.